My name is Paige. I'm a 29-year-old single mother. My husband passed away 2 years ago. I raised all by myself our daughter, Penelope, who was just a baby at that time. Penelope has grown up and she's in kindergarten now. Thinking back on all the hardships that I went through, I can see how much I've gone through so far. Now that my daughter is in kindergarten, I took that time as an opportunity to part-time at a convenience store. Working part-time at a convenience store is very busy and it's quite difficult. But I find it fun talking to the customers and asking how their day is. It seems like Penelope made friends at school too. I feel fulfilled every day. However, I'm having a bit of a problem with something. Hi, everyone! Hello, Veronica! Are you here to pick up your daughter too? Oh, that bag! That's the new limited edition from that famous brand, right? I saw it in the magazine. Wow, it's so gorgeous. I want one too. I should probably get one too. You should buy it, you should! Oh, but you might not be able to buy the same bag as mine. It's a limited edition after all. I enrolled my daughter in kindergarten because it was the closest one to our house. But little did I know that this kindergarten is actually a kindergarten for rich kids who live in one of the wealthiest areas in the country. Thanks to that, I don't have any complaints when it comes to the state-of-the-art facilities and the teachers. However, some of the parents of the kids attending the kindergarten who are snubs and take-up mounts, all they do is put on airs like which brand of clothing they wear, which luxury restaurant they're out for lunch at, and which country do they go to for vacation. I can't really relate to much of the conversations that they have. Well, I'm fine just maintaining a reasonable distance when it comes to relationships and dealing with other people. I wonder if the husbands of those mothers have any idea where their wives eat out and how much they brag about their material things. Well, I try not to interfere in other families' lives, though. Hi, Paige! Your daughter Penelope is waiting for you inside the classroom. Veronica and the other mothers said as I was walking into the classroom. Oh, hello, Veronica. How's your day going? I noticed that all you wear are t-shirts and jeans. It's a bit too plain, but maybe your motto is simple is best? Well, I buy most of my clothes from Mooney so they do look kinda simple. What? You're wearing a Mooney outfit to pick your daughter up from kindergarten? It's more like poorly made clothes than just simple. You're right, if I was wearing clothes from Mooney I don't think I would even be able to go to the grocery store. What's their problem with Mooney? That's what I thought inside my head, but I forced myself to laugh a little and I closed my mouth before I could say anything I might regret. But, well, you know, her daughter Penelope has no father, so I'm sure she's had a pretty rough time. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry for saying something so rude. But the tuition of this kindergarten costs quite a lot. Are you financially okay? You're right, that's a good point. You're making me feel worried. They probably think that all single mothers are poor. How rude of them. I can afford to send my precious daughter to this kindergarten. However, if I argue back to their bragging, that would mean I'll do whatever they want me to do. So I thought I'd just ignore their rude consent and just be confident with myself. However, something happened that didn't allow me to do that. A few days later. Hey, listen, Paige! When I went to the kindergarten to pick up my daughter after school as always, Veronica smirked and started talking to me. Hey, I heard that you're working at a convenience store? Yeah, well... I'm so shocked. Yesterday, when my husband came to the parents-teachers meeting, he saw you and Penelope in kindergarten. He told me that you're one of the workers he has short conversations with at the convenience store where he frequents. Ah, come to think of it, I did see a man who looks familiar in school yesterday. So is that man your husband? Yes, that's right. But I still can't believe that you're a convenience store worker. I'm surprised beyond measure. What, really? So, Paige, you work at a convenience store? Wait, really? Oh my, I can't believe this. Huh? She can't believe that I work at a convenience store? Do these people think that people who work at convenience stores are not people too? Being a single mother is tough, isn't it? To work at a convenience store part-time in order to pay for your daughter's tuition fee. What a pity. Are you all right? Hey, are you sure you're fine with that life? Seriously? What are you... Hey! How much part-time workers at convenience stores earn? You probably earn very little. How much do I earn? Well, I don't think I'm comfortable revealing how much I earn. It's all right, tell us. I need it for reference. Huh? I guess I earn around 13? When I told them an average of how much I earn, the three of them started laughing and shouting. What? 13? You're joking, right? That's unbelievable. Your yearly income is $13,000? How miserable. I can't believe you can afford to send your daughter to this kindergarten with that very low income. A public kindergarten probably suits you better. Well, we did apply to a public kindergarten too, but unfortunately I can't enroll my daughter there. Really? What a bummer. I feel bad for you. I mean, only $13,000 a year? The government should be more considerate of single mothers. Huh? Actually, that's right. If you only earn $13,000 a year, you're probably very poor living in a shabby house. The government should support more people like you. Like welfare and a minimum standard of healthy and comfortable living? That's right. The government should think more about that. We're all very worried about you and your daughter, Penelope, after all. So they're pretending to be concerned, but they're actually just bragging about their wealth. Their real intentions are too obvious. But I didn't reply rudely to them. Instead, I gave them a smile and responded, "Thank you very much, but we're doing fine financially, so please don't worry. I'm gonna pick up my daughter now, so I'm tired of all their bragging and how rich they are, so I excused myself from the conversation. I guess I was quite unlucky that Veronica's husband recognized me in school. Her husband is a regular at the convenience store where I work at, but I never thought that he was the husband of a braggart. He probably didn't mean any harm when he told her about me, but what a hassle. I hope nothing bad happens at the kindergarten. I felt a little worried about what they might do to me. Unfortunately, that worry became a reality. A few days later, the headmaster called me to her office. Paige, I need to talk to you about an important matter. Yeah? What is this important matter, headmaster? I was so shocked when she told me the following. According to the headmaster, the role of the princess in the kindergarten play that is scheduled for next month has changed. Instead of my daughter playing the role of the princess, it will now be played by Veronica's daughter. What? But why? Penelope and I were very excited about the play. What? I thought that you asked Veronica to make her daughter the lead role. That's what Veronica told me. According to Veronica, I am very poor, so I can't afford to buy a princess costume for the play. I asked Veronica to change the role of the princess to her daughter. The headmistress told me that's what Veronica told her. You've got to be kidding me. I didn't ask her to do that. I don't have any problems with a princess costume. Right, but that's what Veronica told me, so I thought that maybe you're struggling with something in your family. That's why I called you here to talk about it. I might be able to help you with it. I guess Veronica just made a mistake. I knew what Veronica was up to. That evil woman! She tried to sabotage my daughter's role in the play by lying about me not being able to afford the costume. I then talked to the headmaster and I asked her to give back the role of the princess to my daughter. However, I still can't forgive Veronica for what she's done. Thankfully, I was able to prevent her evil plan because the headmaster told me about it. But if I don't do anything about this, I don't know what will happen to me and my daughter in the future. In order for my beloved daughter Penelope to go to kindergarten happily and have tons of fun with her friends, also not to forget her minions, Beverly and Yanis, I need to stop them from doing any harm once and for all. I made up my mind. This is what I decided. 3 days later. Now let me tell you what I decided to do. I decided to invite Penelope's friends from kindergarten to our house today. They're still in kindergarten, so of course their parents came with them. Of course I invited the children of that group of braggarts. At first I didn't think they would visit the house of someone who they think is poor, but however they were actually very enthusiastic about coming to our house. They're probably thinking of laughing out loud at the shabby apartment in their imagination of a single mother. I already expect them to think that way. I can just imagine their reactions when they see our house for the first time. I'm sure they will be very shocked. When they arrived at our house from the kindergarten, they were indeed very shocked. That's because I live on the top floor of a high-rise that is known to be the most expensive property in the whole city. Please come inside. Welcome! What should we play? I have many toys that we can play with together. How about video games? I also have educational toys. Penelope started playing with her friends immediately. But the mothers who were very shocked about the house were standing in the living room speechless. They were so shocked that they forgot to take a seat on the sofa. What? This is your house? Yep, this is my humble abode. Well, since I'm a poor single mother according to you, I'm a bit embarrassed that it's quite shabby. What? But you work part-time at a convenience store. How are you able to live in a place like this? My family can't even afford to live in such a luxurious high-rise. That's right, it's strange, isn't it? You only earn $13,000 yearly with your part-time job at the convenience store, so there's no way you can afford to live here. You must be doing something shady. It's unbelievable that someone earning only $13,000 annually would be able to afford this place. The three of them were yelling and complaining, so I said to them, huh? An annual income of $13,000? I don't remember saying that. $13,000 is my monthly salary, and that's just my side job. What? Huh? What? I don't really mind which my main job or my side job is, though. Actually, I work as a day trader at home while working part-time at the convenience store. Profits vary from month to month, but, well, as an average, I think I receive around $13,000 per month. So I get lower points because of that. That is why we couldn't join the lottery for public daycare. The government needs to be fixed. They should give better welfare to struggling single mothers, right? Sort of. What? But it doesn't make any sense. Why are you working part-time at a convenience store when you're earning $13,000 per month? That's right, there's no need for you to be working part-time if you're earning that much. Well, because, it's actually quite exhausting to sit on the chair all day. If I stare at the charts in my laptop the whole day, my brain will turn to jelly. Besides, I wanted a mental break from the screen. When Penelope was little and she didn't have to go to school yet, I only worked at home because I had to take care of my daughter too. But since Penelope goes to kindergarten now, I've always thought I wanted to work outside the house while she's in school. What? But working at a convenience store is really fun. It feels like doing a bit of exercise, which is good for my body. And it's not just selling products to the customers, it's also selling a good service. Some customers pay their bills at convenience stores and they also send their packages there too. So I need to be alert and ready all the time. I must admit, it's quite fulfilling. I wonder why most convenience store workers are looked down upon. Those people who look down on convenience store workers should try working there at least once. That way they'll understand how exhausting it can be. I'm talking about those people who leisurely go to cafes every day, talking behind other people's backs and bragging about their material wealth. What? Veronica couldn't get a word from her mouth, so I continued my little speech. Also, if you work at a convenience store, you will see all sorts of interesting things to ensure the customer's privacy is not violated. I don't usually reveal the details of their purchases, but for example, Veronica's husband, he buys lunch at the convenience store every day. What? What a pity. Your husband only buys food at the convenience store for lunch. He's a regular at the store, so I asked him the other day, and then he told me that his wife doesn't give him the allowance to save up money, so he can only afford to buy food at the store for lunch. I feel pity for him, so I went to pick up my daughter from kindergarten. I told your husband the truth. I told him that he only has enough to buy lunch at the convenience store, while his wife eats expensive lunch at the cafes and she buys bags from luxury brands now and then. It seems like your husband had no idea about how you're using your money. I think I might have said something unnecessary. Sorry. So I'm very worried that you might quarrel with your husband when you get home. I'm very worried too. Before I knew it, my daughter Penelope was standing right next to me and she was doing the same pose as I did. What? Wait, what? I'm heading home now. Come to think of it, Beverly and Giannis. Both of your husbands are also regulars at the convenience store where I work. I feel bad only telling Veronica's husband, so I'll tell both of your husbands as well. So I recommend that you think of an excuse while you have the time. Wait, don't do that. I don't know what to do if you reveal that to him. My husband might divorce me. It's mostly your fault, Veronica, because you always invite us to have lunch at the cafe. What? You also brag about your luxury brand bag? Hey, stop arguing. What are we gonna do? They started arguing about who is to blame. Oh my, what a pitiful sight of the adults. I don't want to grow up like them. A simple cause and effect. The miserable life that awaits by the seeds one sows. I guess adults come in different forms. You're right. They're so loud. All right, stop blaming each other in front of the kids. It's not good for their moral education. You're being too loud. You should go home now. Go home. Brace yourselves when your husbands arrive home. Wait, please, I beg you. Please intermediate between me and my husband. Paige, please. I will apologize for everything I did to you, so please. I will never look down on workers at the convenience store again, so please. I decline your request. All right then, goodbye. I kicked the 3 crying braggarts out of my house, and Penelope and I made a signature pose. After that, Veronica, Beverly, and Yanis received a good scolding from their husbands. Apparently, they used some of their savings too. I heard one of them is even getting a divorce soon. Well, even if they avoid divorce, I doubt that they'll be able to continue buying stuff from their luxury brands and buying expensive food at high-end restaurants, so I'm sure they won't be able to continue bragging about their money. That is how peace came about in my life as a mother at the kindergarten. I will continue to work as a convenience store clerk and a day trader. I will balance my work and responsibilities as a mother raising my daughter. I hope to continue to be the best mother I can be to my daughter. Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned for more!